After you got that MSW, it's still part of your journey to take care of yourself, because the job search is real. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. My name is Melanie and you are watching Core Inspirations, a channel designed with social work students and professionals in mind. Today I have a good one for you all. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips for new MSW graduates after the interview. If you're interested in hearing more about it, stay tuned. All right, getting right into it. I don't want to make this video long. I want you to be able to look at it and reflect. And I don't want to take all day to do that. So I'm going to be mindful of your time and get right to the chase, okay? Number 1, breathe. You have to remember to breathe. Just take it in. I know that it takes a whole lot for one, to get to this moment, of time. You did your research on the front end. You submitted your resume that rocked and got you an interview. You did your cover letter that was rocking and got you the interview, and you actually arrived and you got there. But this is for the moment of after you've been in the interview. You may have experienced the butterflies. You may have been nervous. Number 1, breathe. Breathe. Simply take about 1 to 5 minutes if you can, just to sit in silence. Pause this video. 1 to 5 minutes. I'll wait. All right, how do you feel? Are you feeling a little bit more calm, a little bit more centered? Give yourself a couple of minutes just to calm your thoughts and just to be able to center your emotions about how you did. Number 2, reflect. Take this moment to reflect back. So ask yourself, what did you feel like you did really well? Think about those things. Like, yeah, I really rocked that. I really did really good there. And what were some of the things that you felt like, I kind of fumbled a little bit there, or I kind of could have improved on? What were some of the improvements that you feel like you could have made? How did you feel that the pace of the interview went? Do you feel like it was more conversational, or do you feel like it was more structured? Do you feel like it was rushed or forced or pushed? Like, how did you feel about it? Take a moment. That leaves us to tip number 3. Take note. So you can do this by a mental note or actually having a journal or pen and pad. If you need a moment or two, take out a pen and pad, because you just want to take note of how the interviewer made you feel. Did you feel comfortable? Were they friendly? Were they prepared? Did they feel like, how did you feel about the interviewer? Did they make you feel welcome? Did you hear any, key information or key words? What were some of the key words that the interviewer said? Did you feel like you're pretty much going to get that call back? Was it detailed enough for you? Do you feel like they gave you enough information about the job responsibilities and the roles, outside of the posted job description? Did you feel more informed and more aware of what you will be doing in this particular role? How did you feel about it? Another question to ask too, were you able to actually obtain contact information to make a decision? If you're going to be giving that thank you note, following up with that thank you note, either via email or via just a regular hard copy, handwritten note, which one do you feel would be most appropriate? And number 5 is to simply congratulate yourself. Definitely make sure you take out time to reward yourself in regards to being such a diligent person. It's not always easy to be able to get and land an interview. Some people take it like, hey, it's nothing. No, it's a big deal. It's a big deal nowadays getting interviews. It lets you know that you were able to, pretty much put yourself out there in a manner that was appealing and intriguing to a company to really want to, inquire more about you, to feel like that you met the qualifications or exceeded them, and then wanting to follow up to see, how you'll fit as a possible team member, just to get to know more about you, to be able to hear about other experiences and to be able to see if you'll be a good fit for the organization or agency. And then also, this is time for you to interview the company to really assess, this is an opportunity for you to determine if the agency will be a good fit for you as well. So they're not only interviewing you, but you are also interviewing them. So please remember that. I know sometimes as new graduates, it can be so easy to be eager to get that interview, to like, oh, they got me, they picked me, you know. But at the same time, you're definitely wanting to make sure to see if you can gauge the environment of the type of culture it's going to be, the environment, the people that you're going to be working with. And I'm not going to say you're going to be able to know everything, you know, about an employer just by one interview. But hopefully you can assess enough to be able to make an educated decision and an informed decision about what you want to do, if you want to move forward or not. Because sometimes even though you get the interview, it may not be the ideal role for you after you get some more information about what it details. So hopefully you have enjoyed this interview. I'm about to say interview. Goodness. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and it was informative in regards to just allowing you to remember to take care of yourself throughout the whole process, throughout the journey, even after graduation. And a lot of times it can be a very challenging time. Post-grad depression can really sit in for different people. I'm not going to say that it's always the case, and I'm not going to say that it's a guaranteed thing, but post-grad depression is a thing. It is an emotion that graduates frequent with a lot. So just be mindful of it. If you want to hear more about that and details of that, I definitely share that information about post-grad depression in my grad school update. So be sure I'll try to put a card in for that video, so that way you are able to see and hear some tips that I share regarding post-grad depression, because it is real. I do remember the times where I graduated as of May of 2019 and started looking for work around like June, and just kind of going through that whole interview process with different employers. Like, it is intense. Like, even just doing an application, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, it really. Not gonna say don't take for granted, but yeah, don't think that it's not an accomplishment, you know, for you to land an interview. An interview is a big thing. It's not the whole entire thing, you know, because ultimately you want to land a position or land a role. But just make sure you know that your work has paid off for you to get to the interview portion of it, okay? Definitely comment below. Let me know what role you accepted. If you just had an interview, you got one coming up. Did you have to do a second interview or third interview? Hopefully not. But if you do, I mean, it is what it is if that's the process and procedures for that company. But let me know, comment below how you're doing within your program. All right, it's time for me to go.